Is Christianity the white man's religion? As a black man and a new Christian in the predominantly white evangelical spaces, I asked that question in different ways, as do many Christians of color in America. Is this space for me? Can I be my fully embodied self and still be accepted here? Will I ever find a place where I can be both black and Christian at the same time? The exact phrasing may vary a little from person to person, but the query, the doubt, the wondering is always there. The pessimism many people hold toward Christianity when it comes to race is well earned. I wrote an entire book, The Color of Compromise, about how throughout U.S. history, white Christians more often compromised with racism than confronted it. The system of perpetual enslavement of people of African descent and their status as property was undergirded by pro-slavery theologians who used the Bible as the basis for subjugating their fellow human beings who were created in the image of God. Pro-segregation preachers, likewise, looked to Scripture to sustain racial inequality and injustice. Even today, some Christians use the symbols of Christianity to promote withholding civil rights and diminishing democracy for people of color. This question, is Christianity the white man's religion, haunts us. It causes Christians to wonder whether there is any hope or possibility that the faith we adhere to can overcome the racism that has been threaded throughout our history and institutions. For people who are not Christians, the question by itself might lead to turning away from a faith whose adherents have been responsible for so much racial injustice. But the story of Christianity is not solely one of racism and white supremacy. It is not completely a tale of compromise and complicity with slavery, Jim Crow, and the denial of basic human rights. There is another witness from our history. A Christian witness to racial justice, a prophetic past. This book emerges from reflections on the journal entries of a 19th-century Christian abolitionist. Such individuals were all too rare in the days of race-based chattel slavery, but this man was of an even rarer sort. He was white. David Ingram's journal extends from 1839 to 1841, and details his efforts as a Christian missionary in Jamaica and his travels throughout the northern United States. From his accounts, as well as those of his contemporaries, we see that he treated the black people he encountered and served with dignity and fairness. He believed, because of the God in whom he professed faith, that all people should be free and that slavery was a sin that should be immediately eradicated.